Well, that's as far as I went today. I'm going to shut the water off and go at it again tomorrow. It's easy enough to do. And now the pigs I'm going to feed the pigs here and they'll get in there, but they won't really make a mess of it. Tomorrow I'll start a little bit earlier, so I'll have more time to work with the water. But already it's holding back a bunch that I can work with. Also, I need to keep it firm enough to back my pickup in here, and I'll get that wood on the pickup. I can possibly get it all on the pickup, and then I'll be free to go wherever I want to, or go wherever the ditches lead me. So I'm going to open this and let the water go into the culvert, and I'll probably also go up and turn it off up above, at least partially, what's coming down here. Peculiar looking pattern. I've discovered a stone wall. I'm almost certain. There may be one here too, but I think I might have done that one. Down there's a stone wall coming along there. That's one of the reasons it's so strange looking. Well, I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. But that hump right there, it's because there's an old foundation wall underneath there. I never suspected was there. All right, to shut this off, all I need to do is this. But I'm going to shut it off up above too. This may seem a little familiar. I'm turning the water on again after having turned it off. Up here in the upper paddock. It'll get a name eventually. You can see all the high ragweed. I'm thinking some about turning the pigs in here just to eat this stuff that the goats won't eat. But what I wanted to show you right at the moment is how this ditch, usually I try to keep them in water as much as possible because of the tadpoles and stuff, but this one is periodically drained. But that plant, I want to say water hemlock, but that's not what it is, I don't think. I'm not as good on these aquatic plants, but I've got an aquatic plant growing up here on the hill because of the difference in the irrigation. I'm going to show you some things down below too, but I'm up here at the moment just because I turned that water on. Here it's coming. I don't know if you can see that. This is what I wanted to show you. I haven't been back here for a couple months, I think. Oh, here comes Molly. But there's 3 of these platforms, and this one I loaded up, so it got dark under it. Those 2 I didn't. I've got to reset the I've got to reset the joists and everything. But I also was curious about that plant coming up through because I couldn't identify it at first. I can now. Maybe some of you know it right away. Once it started to put its inflorescence out, I think I recognize it. I think it's teasel. Teasel. We don't have very much of it here usually. But I'm going to be working here, so I'm going to cut it out. This was an area. Oh, and another thing, I talked about that as Joe Pye weed. It's pokeweed. I had the wrong name. It is poisonous, but doesn't mean you have to run away from it. Oh my gosh, if I touch it, I'm dead. It's not like that. You wouldn't eat those berries anyway, but it is. There's oil in it. So at my son and wife's insistence, I'll probably cut some of that out that's near the house. What a bunch of stuff that most people would call weeds. Beautiful though, really, isn't it? The burdock, I'm probably going to mow it off. I did cut it once already. This, I want you to see this. That I think is that pokeweed. Now there's going to be some places that I won't get to this year to work at, and I'm probably not going to try to control the weeds there. And I wouldn't even dream, I wouldn't even think about using some kind of chemical spray to control them. No way, never. But I tackled the high ones with the most of them. I probably won't even go in there with the shears, with the pruning shears or the loppers, and I'll get these again with the scythe, which works nicely because it cuts it off and leaves it as a ground cover. Here's an area that I'm going to mow. Stuff isn't really doing any harm. I'm just going to mow it off so it's shorter. Oh, they're selling. Why I'm filming it though is this is Datura, also known as Devil's Trumpet, I think, Jimson weed. It's got a bunch of names. There was lots and lots of it last year, and I didn't mow it. This year I'm going to mow some of it. Okay.